In this short video, I'm going to share with you the #1 most effective way to quit smoking. This has been proven in clinical studies with over 70,000 smokers who have successfully quit. What may surprise you even more is the second most effective way and the impact it makes. So I suggest watching the video to the end to find out more. And oh, by the way, let me introduce myself. My name is Mark Patrick. A little background about myself. I run the largest health and fitness company in the United States, specializing in weight loss and stop smoking programs with hypnosis. I'm a member of the National Guild of Hypnotists, an international association of counselors and therapists. I've worked with literally hundreds of thousands of clients all over the country. I've been on numerous TV programs all over the country speaking on anything from weight to stop smoking to eating behaviors, and I've been called America's hypnotist, which I'm really proud of. Anyway, enough about me, so let's get to it. So you already know smoking is bad for your health. For nearly 60 years now, we've known that smoking causes cancer. Not only that, we're also aware that smoking yellows your fingers and teeth, makes you smell like a chimney, and causes premature wrinkles, which makes you seem older than you are. Your wallet also takes a huge hit. And if you smoke in front of your family and friends, you expose them to secondhand smoke, which brings its own risk of cancer. Besides that, you're setting a really bad example. You already know that, but you still smoke and get pleasure from it. Here's why. Basically, smoking has become something you do automatically as part of your daily rituals and habits, and you do it without even thinking about it. Maybe you can't imagine your first cup of coffee without a cigarette. Pretty sure happy hour wouldn't be so happy without a cigarette, or when you're stressed, you routinely reach for your pack of smokes. You also look forward to smoking on work breaks. You've realized that you smoke all the time, that it's an integral part of your life, and again, you do it without even thinking about it. But now you're ready to make positive changes to become a non-smoker. Like millions of other smokers, you want to find a way to kick this bad habit to the curb once and for all, and you want your change to stick. Well, there are so many methods smokers use to become non-smokers. Let's just go through some of them. Going cold turkey, chewing nicotine gum, using patches, taking prescription medications, attending group withdrawal clinics, getting acupuncture, getting advice from a physician, entering cardiac rehab, using hypnosis, using aversion therapy, entering pulmonary rehab, just to name a few. But which method works the best? And that's a great question. In an exhaustive study, researchers examined how 71,806 smokers became successful non-smokers. They looked at 15 categories of ways to quit smoking. They did a meta-analysis of all the data, and they published their conclusions in an article in the Journal of Applied Psychology. And guess what? The #1 method of quitting smoking was, drum roll please, having a heart attack or heart attack survivor. That's right. It turns out if you have a coronary event, that's your wake-up call, and behavior change comes much more easily to those who have suffered a severe fright or near-death experience. It moves them out of their comfort zone big time. It's enough to make long-term smokers examine a whole host of bad health habits, and it's definitely effective for quitting smoking. It makes sense. If a heart attack won't make you quit, you can be sure nothing will. Okay, so let's say you haven't had a heart attack. Moreover, you don't want your smoking to get so bad that you have one, and you know you're ready to quit. So what's the #2 most effective method to stop smoking? #2 is hypnosis or hypnotherapy. That's right. Let me show you how it works. Hypnosis works at the subconscious level when you're in a receptive state. The great thing about hypnosis is it isn't dangerous and it can't make you do anything you don't want to consciously do. Here's how it works. Right now, you already have the desire to become a non-smoker. And why do I say this? Because you're watching this video. However, that desire is a conscious desire, not driven subconsciously. So here's what happens. You try to quit. You tell yourself you don't want to smoke in all those different scenes throughout your day. That cup of coffee in the morning, that break at work, finishing a meal, having a cocktail, whatever the scene may be. But what happens when you quit, the entire time, all you do is think about smoking during these scenes. And eventually, in a weak moment, You go back to smoking, and most likely you felt really bad afterwards, and you may have even told yourself that you have no willpower. Well, the good news is this: you do not need willpower to stop smoking. So here's what hypnosis does. First off, it gets you in a relaxed state of brain activity, known as an alpha state. This is a similar state where your mind wanders off, like when you go on a long drive or right before you fall asleep. In this state, your subconscious mind becomes open to suggestions. From there, a hypnotherapist will take you through all those scenes that you smoke throughout your day and interrupt or break those mental connections or triggers. Then put you back into those scenes as a non-smoker, so now you no longer have the desire to smoke in those scenes subconsciously, which means you're in full control. In addition to that, they also change your internal image or snapshot of yourself from a smoker attracting all the smoker behaviors, beliefs, and habits automatically to that of a non-smoker attracting all the non-smoker behaviors, habits, and rituals automatically. Non-smokers don't think about smoking or need to use willpower. They're able to be around other smokers and not want to smoke. Doesn't that make sense? So I get it now. Hypnosis doesn't force me to stop smoking. No one can force you to do anything you don't want to consciously do. But what it does do is subconsciously make it so you don't want to smoke in the first place, just like all other non-smokers. Once again, thanks for watching this video. I hope the information you learned here today helps you live a healthier, much happier life. Thanks again.